thousands of homes in the Chicago area are designated as landmarks, or maybe in the future.
Pam Zekman is here with this original report. And Pam, you may not know what that means, that historical home designation, until you decide you want to fix it up, take it down, or build a new home.
That's true, Robin Kate. The City Landmarks Ordinance requires that the side of the house facing the street must be preserved. Other changes may also need approval from the Landmarks Commission. It's a process one couple found financially devastating.
We stepped in a big pile of Chicago and it stinks.
David and Senna McLean say they didn't know 2 years ago when they bought this house that it was in a landmark district.
It's called the Longwood Drive Historic District, and we live on Sealy.
And because they planned to gut it,
we didn't need a home inspector to say it had bad plumbing, bad electrical, because we knew that we had to do all that anyway.
Then, while clearing out the house, they began feeling sick.
Liam's congestion was super bad. They were both getting headaches.
An apparent result of mold that testing companies found, including a potentially toxic strain at very high levels. That prompted doctors for Liam McLean, who has ongoing medical problems, to say the house is unsafe, not only for Liam, but even for a healthy person to live in. The cost of removing the mold?
$125,000. Essentially with no guarantee.
Jim Kolke, a home inspector the McLeans then hired, found insufficient support beams and floor joists
that are totally either rotted or burned or cracked throughout the property.
And decades of water damage causing foundation problems and unstable walls. It's literally pushing in like this.
That's correct.
Which is causing the interior of the house to start collapsing.
Yeah, it's falling in from the outside. It's a knockdown and rebuild.
The McLeans decided to do just that after a city inspector slapped this sign on the house, followed by a letter saying it's dangerous and unsafe. Fix it or demolish it. Their request for a demolition permit was approved by the city building department, then turned down by the City Landmark Commission because the house was deemed to be historically significant. City experts estimate restoration costs at $267,000. The homeowners experts at $900,000. But rebuilding this replica of the original house would only cost about $400,000. And did they go for that?
No.
Why?
They said because it was not authentic.
We are stuck. We can't sell it. We can't finance it. We can't develop it. We can't even go in it.
A Landmarks Commission spokesman says after the hearings and staff consultations, the McLean's case is closed. They can either comply with the ordinance or go to court. As for the landmark status of any building, Robin Kate, you can look that up on the City of Chicago website by address.
So what are they to do?
Right now, their only choice is to go to court and try to contest this. They're stumped. Now, they should have or could have avoided a lot of this if they had had a home inspection before they bought the house. It would have uncovered all of this.
Oh, they didn't have one?
They did not have one.
Oh, well, there you go.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Pam.